Kane? Did you let the court reporter know? Did you let the court reporter know? Did you let the court reporter know?
Yes.
We have a court reporter now.
Yep. For some reason or other. Weird.
So they wear you down today.
Yeah, pretty good. Oh, she put 245 on there. So we'll just call and tell everybody get on that. Yeah, they got me lifting my arm up down the side of the wall and all kind of fun stuff. Can't
You know, whenever Gloria gets back, or however you were doing it, I don't know if you remember, but right at the day before I went to have my surgery, I was trying to plead a guy out from prison that
Yeah.
I've been trying to get pled for a long time.
At
A guy named
lockdown.
Malcolm Daly.
Yeah.
And the unit was on lockdown in East Texas.
Yeah, I tried to call
So that's still
tried to call my friends at the Polunsky unit this morning to find out where my belts and things like that were, and the lady said, "Oh, well, they're closed. They're in lockdown." So, I mean,
I
they
wonder if
only
it's
lock down one at a time, as I understand it. It's usually they're looking for contraband, something like that. You know. But when they do, they lock down craft shops and everything. But yeah, I can get Jane to call and find out if we can raise him. What was that guy's name again?
Malcolm Daly.
Malcolm Daly.
Right.
Sound like a guy ought to be mayor of Chicago.
Yeah.
So you guys have the bionic shoulder and the bionic knee now, huh? So
Yeah.
I got a new knee. I don't know if it's bionic.
I get one. I get one in January. As soon as I can get this shoulder, it'll support a walker.
Right.
Maybe I can straighten my leg out again with all the bone spurs gone.
Scott Steele called me today. I'm having my other one done right after Thanksgiving, and he asked me if I was going to be ready to outrun him. I said, "Well, since
That
I hadn't
won't take
outrun
much.
anybody since about fourth grade, I don't think the new knees are going to do it."
I don't think it take much to outrun Scott Steele.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm awfully slow, and I think I could outrun him.
Yeah, it depends on what condition y'all are in.
Well,
Y'all are both
how
prone
far we got to run?
to spurts of disability.
That's can't remember what the song was, but Kenny Chesney said something about the body's a temple. That's what we're taught, but I've treated this one
Oh
like
yeah,
an old honky tonk.
yeah, that's right.
Pretty sure he was following me around writing that song.
Well, I don't know if I treated it like one or I just took it in too many.
What's the difference? I can't find much. But yes, I will have TDC called about Malcolm Daly, and we'll see if we can get him lined back up, as long as he's not at Polinsky.
You remember him, Brent?
I do, yeah.
That was the guy we were going to plead and went through all the rigmarole, and then the unit was on lockdown about a month ago.
Yeah.
And it's so weird because I called it. I said, "What?" Hey, does Amanda realize we're up and going?
Yeah, Daly's sitting in there for theft and
That's all right.
evading.
Yeah, Amanda's aware we're up and moving, so she's probably going to get him. Okay. Moon, are you hearing us okay?
Yes, sir. Never mind.
Yes,
That's
Your
all right.
Honor.
All right. Thank you, ma'am.
Or if we can make Greg look like a talking cat, that might be fun.
You know,
Probably could.
I know that judge pretty well that had that happen.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He's got, I think it's the 4 counties back this side of El Paso County. So he's got a huge district. I mean, it's just, he's got like,
Yeah, it ought to be about the 18th biggest state, I would guess.
uh, maybe the 3rd. But yeah, he's got a huge district. And he's real big into AI and all of that.
Right.
And he actually at one point got some AI character to admit it had a felony conviction for some kind of bestiality or something.
Wow.
He was just talking about what you can make them do if you just play with them and
Yeah.
ask different questions. He speaks at a
Wow.
lot of our conferences. He's like me. He's a short termer. Well, he's shorter termer than I am.
Right.
I saw where he said something about he'd impaneled his 120 something grand jury. At first, I thought, my goodness, you hadn't been on the bench much longer than I have. Well, not as long as I have. And then I thought, well, you know, we used to do it every 2 months. And then it hit me. Oh, he's got 4 counties. So he's got a, particularly back when we did it every 2 months, you're
Right.
doing, you know, what's 24 a year.
Yeah.
That would
Wow.
But
be,
they might not meet but twice a year.
I bet Loving County may not meet more than once every 8 or 10.
Probably get elected, have the grand jury meet, and then just wait.
I know Loving County, the sheriff's still the tax collector, and I think something else.
Probably has to be.
Maybe the JP, maybe like Andy Griffith.
I think he's also the elections official.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. I
Yeah.
forgot you worked out there.
I did, yeah.
You had what? Reeves and Ward and
And Loving, yeah, that's the
Loving.
143rd, yeah.
Yeah.
I bet running the election in Loving County probably not all that complicated.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Oh,
How
really?
long, how long did that trial go on in?
It went for 19 days. The contest.
Election contest case in
It was
Loving
horrible.
man.
County.
Yeah.
Is
It was
there an
just
office
horrible.
is there an office in Loving County worth
There-
19 days of court time is my
Well,
question.
the attorneys on the petitioner side, I guess they all stayed at a man camp for about a month.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It was crazy. I moved my RV from Monaghan's to Mentone so that I could spend the 4 weeks up there. So yeah, it was It was a nightmare, but it was the same question over and over, like, where is your residence? Where's your other residence? Why, yada, yada, yada. It was crazy. It's like 35 witnesses.
They may
Is
not
that the
even be sure where
35 voters?
Yeah. Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah, and they only have like 35 or 50 voters in the entire.
Yeah.
We could never get a grand jury
like
because they're all
117
related
people.
too. Yeah,
Yeah.
or by marriage or blood. They're all related. There's only like maybe 4 families that run that place. It's crazy.
They can
Fun
have it.
though.
All right, this is F034-24 Style State versus Jared Allen Ancira. Are you Jared Allen Ancira, sir?
Yes, I am.
And Mr. Ancira, are you the same person who stands charged in this case with state jail felony, possession of possession of marijuana 4 ounces 5 pounds?
Yes, sir.
And I don't know why I'm not showing up on my screen. Am I showing up on y'all's?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
on it.
Mr. Ancira, the case, as I said, is a state jail felony. That makes it punishable by 180 days to 2 years in a state jail, fined up to $10,000. You've got a plea agreement. When I accept that plea agreement, there will be no right to appeal. Furthermore, there's no right to appeal from deferred adjudication. There's a waiver of appeal, motion for new trial in here. The other matter is if you're not a citizen of the United States, you will be deported as a result of this matter. Are you a citizen of the United States?
Yes, I am.
All right. Do you read and write English?
Yes,
Are you thinking clearly?
yes,
All right. Do you understand the charges against you?
yes.
All right. So indictment need to be read, Mr. Hill.
No, we'll waive that, Your Honor.
Mr. Ancira, your plea papers indicate to me you're pleading guilty. Is that in fact your plea?
Yes,
Anyone force, threaten, coerce you, or promise you anything other than this plea agreement to get you to plead guilty?
no,
Looks like your plea agreement's for 2 years deferred adjudication, a $500 fine, court cost, $180 in restitution, DPS crime lab, extradition fee before you would leave the state of Texas.
And Judge, on the extradition fee, just so it's clear,
Yeah.
he's going to be living in Texas when he gets out of jail.
Okay.
He's not
But-
moving out of state.
All right. Then you would not have to post that unless you later moved out of state, and then you'd have to post it before you moved. You understand?
yes. Just a question since I
Mhm.
have you on here. How much would something like that be if I was to say, go back to California?
Well,
I couldn't
it was
tell
like
you, but
I was telling you on the phone, Jared, the probation department has to figure that out and let the court know. But we would have to give them a specific place and all of that.
Okay.
So
yeah,
whenever, if you're gonna leave, you'll have to talk to them about that and find that price out from them.
Okay, no problem.
Yes, they give you down to the penny, and when you finished your probation, you'd get it back. It's not, it's not lost. But there's also what's called the Interstate Compact, which you have to comply with before you ever left the state of Texas, or literally you commit a felony by going back into your home state. So what I tell everybody is people treat probation sometimes like it's easier to get forgiveness than permission. The absolute opposite's the truth. You need to, if you got a question about what you're allowed to do, not allowed to do, think you want to do something, not sure, just pick up the phone, call them. They'll be straight up with you. They don't play games with people. If somebody needs a travel permit, things like that, they contact me. Long as they're being compliant with their probation, I always give them the opportunity. But otherwise, is that your plea agreement, sir?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Hills,
And
I should
Judge-
understand.
Judge,
Yes,
I
Mr.
apologize. I just want to make it clear on the record, if you would ask Mr. Ancira, because I know his wife and young children live out of state. So I just want to make sure that's his testimony today, that he is not going to leave the state of Texas.
All right, so Mr. Ancira, you represent to the court here today that you will not leave the state without properly paying that fee and going through the interstate compact.
Yes, of course.
All right. Certification just says there won't be any appeals. Mr. Huffman, any evidence the state would like to rely upon?
Judge, at this time, state would offer state exhibit number 1, which includes the defendant's written judicial confession.
No objection, Your Honor.
One's admitted. Jared Allen Ancira, the court finds sufficient evidence to find you guilty, will not do so. Instead, I'll place you on a term of 2 years deferred adjudication, assess a $500 fine, court cost, $180 payable to DPS Crime Lab. What county are you going to live in so I can tell the probation department?
Well, Austin, but I can't
Austin,
remember.
Travis County.
Yes.
All right. Then I'll transfer this to Travis County. I'm gonna send somebody from the probation department down there this afternoon. So you will be released if you have no other holds. So start arranging a ride to get out here. It's pretty warm this afternoon. Long ways to walk to. So, all right, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you all. If you got any questions about your right to appeal, I don't believe they exist, but Mr. Hill had further explain it to you. We're in recess, folks.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.